it's the Shitcase cinema.
Neon Maniacs.
Neon Maniacs. Sounds good, yeah? Of course it's good. How can it not be?
Sounds scary.
So this is Natalie and her friends. Typical horror storyline for the teenagers is they all go off drinking beer and getting up to no good while Natalie is left alone in the van. And before you know it, all these goons die thanks to some creepy people in the woods with various weapons. Samurai sword, rope, bow and arrow. I mean, this was obviously going to happen, and we know this because of the opening narration telling us.
The children's path shall be darkened by the shadows of the Neon Maniacs.
Children? They're all clearly 20 or thereabouts. Darkened? How about dead? And Neon Maniacs? Well, here they are and they look like dog shit. And why is he dressed in full-on samurai gear? Well, don't worry because it never gets explained.
But who cares, because this is my favourite attempt at being a hero.
Guys want to play rough? Go both ways, bozos.
What he was trying to do, I will never know.
So once Natalie's friends are all killed, she locks herself in the van and the Neon Maniacs attack the vehicle. Now she may seem doomed, but then two cops come to her rescue.
You got a problem here, miss?
Well, yeah, her friends are dead and Neon Maniacs are destroying her van, you anus. So she tells the story to the cops, but none of them believe a word she says. I mean, seriously, would you?
What do you think, Lieutenant Devon?
Let's see what the sunrise brings.
So these awesome detectives sit around all night until it's morning when they can be bothered to investigate. You goons. Meanwhile, Natalie goes on home and decides to have a swim. She seems very chilled out to say that she's just witnessed all her friends getting killed. And she nearly becomes a victim herself of the maniacs when this sorry-looking bastard is perving on her for some bushes, but he misses out on his chance for some action, so he just disappears. Morning arrives and the police are now investigating the crime scene.
What is that?
Gook, slime. Nobody knows yet. Forensics found it all around here. No bodies, no blood, not even a footprint. The rain took care of that.
Yeah, the rain washed all the evidence away because you were too stupid to do your job. More content on smoking big cigars and drinking beer. Got to respect that, to be fair.
At least he has an epic tash, so we can't diss him too much. And it's real tash, not like my fake one.
Moving on, this lass is called Paula and she has this weird obsession with monsters and people getting killed, so naturally she wants to hear all the gory details the next day at school.
What do you know about last night? Hardly anything. See, that's why I want to talk to you. I'm really interested in finding out.
Why don't you go back to Sesame Street?
But I just
Sesame Street. I love that. Naturally, Natalie gets phone calls from worried parents asking where their children are.
Lawrence, what the hell is going on here? Where's my daughter?
I'm sorry about your daughter. I don't know.
Whoa, 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 hang on, wait a minute. Neon Maniacs in the park not even 24 hours ago equals dead friends? You lying bitch. Now this goon here is Steven, who fancies Natalie and unsurprisingly she really likes him too. Yet another teen horror cliche that I didn't see coming a mile away. So our boy Steve delivers some groceries to Natalie's house because I guess she's just too lazy to go shopping, but her friends were just killed, so I'll let the poor traumatised girl off.
You could go with me to the movies tonight.
Okay.
Huh, she really doesn't seem traumatised at all.
You goon!
Back with morbid Paula and she just gets weirder and weirder. So when she's not harassing not traumatised girls at school or making her own crappy monster films, she goes to the park to investigate and finds slime on the ground. Oh yeah, just touch random goo on the floor, it's perfectly normal, Paula. Nighttime arrives and now she's filming the Neon Maniacs. How she knew they were there, I do not know, and why are they even called Neon Maniacs? I just don't get it. Anyway, one of the clumsy fuckers falls into a puddle and starts to melt for some reason. Then it rains and they all retreat back inside the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah, they live inside the Golden Gate Bridge apparently. Ah, so I'm guessing that they don't like water. Kind of limits when they can venture out on a killing spree, but hey ho. So Paula escapes and goes home to make a list of protection, as you do. Garlic, crosses. I guess she thinks she's dealing with vampires because, yep, those freaks look just like your typical classic vampires in the mould of Christopher Lee or Bela Lugosi.
Clever girl. I hope you die. Here's my top 5 random bullshit moments.
Number 1, this guy with an awesome tash has an awesome death scream. Number 2, when a samurai maniac walks up to this guy, he stands his ground with a firework and pokes the samurai with it. Amazing. He then dies. Number 3, while having lunch at school and staring at Natalie, Stephen is given some advice by his friend.
She is going out, or she was going out.
What I'm trying to say is, maybe you should go for the fat lady, because I think she's a little bit out of your league. You know what I mean, Chief?
I don't want the fat lady.
There you go, douchebag. He doesn't want a fat lady. Let him perv over Natalie. Number 4, Paula has the best run in the world. Number 5, cops like to ride around on children's bikes.
Thank you very much, sir. Oink, oink, oink.
Go on, lad, shoot her. You know you want to.
Smart-ass kid.
And a bonus one, the Neon Maniacs. Are they just maniacs, or are they monsters roaming the streets? There's a weird range of maniacs on show. That's obviously some kind of monster there. He just looks like a drunk licking piss off a spiky thistle. Neon Maniacs, really? You might as well just call them manic street preachers. They're my favourite band, by the way.
If somebody came up to you brandishing one of these and they're walking really slowly, which means you can escape at any time, why would you stand there and just poke him with a fucking firework?
Moving on, our main man Steve and Natalie are taking the subway home after a nice date at the cinema. But oh no, those pesky Neon Maniacs are in town to cause some mischief by destroying ticket barriers. Seriously, that's just evil. Must be a normal occurrence though, because look at him, he really does not care. Maybe he just hates his job. Maybe he's a Neon Maniac in his spare time. Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, our lovey-dovey couple are soon trapped on the train and it looks like they'll be killed, but the only person killed here is the driver, and then a Neon Maniac takes his place behind the wheel. Okay. The train then grinds to a halt and our heroes manage to run away and then jump on a bus. Now, have you noticed something? Where is everybody? Station, nobody. Train, nobody. Bus, nobody. I guess the Neon Maniacs have just killed everyone in San Francisco in one night. So the Neon Maniacs then decide to go after Paula. Guess the Gallican cross don't do anything, but a water pistol does. Yeah, a water pistol. So now that she knows their weakness, she spreads the word.
Only defense against these things is water. Just plain old water.
Water.
So have a guess what their plan is now. Go on, have a guess.
You'll never guess because it is just insane. So Stephen is playing Battle of the Bands at school that night and decides to give all the students water pistols to squirt at the Neon Maniacs. I swear I'm not making this up.
Look, there's our boy Steve all ready to rock out. Who cares if Neon Maniacs are hunting you down? You've got to impress Natalie with your guitar skills. Priorities, people. Priorities. Oh look, neon lights. Maniacs. Neon Maniacs. Makes perfect sense now, people. Well done movie. I don't know who performs the worst. I mean, you be the judge.
So many choices, new faces to love. We've had enough. We've had enough.
Yeah, I've had enough. And as always, if you like Shitcase Cinema and want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee or even a beer on Buy Me a Coffee. Thanks very much, and a huge thanks to the generous fans who have already done so. You are legendary random goons. Or you could even possibly purchase one of my books on download or on paperback. Again, the link is below. Anyway, the Neon Maniacs enter the school. Some of them open doors like normal maniacs, I guess, and some decide to launch themselves through windows. Man, this film just kills me. So they arrive in the main hall and this crazy bastard starts shooting off rounds. I mean, how do you deal with that? Well, let Stephen offer some advice.
Don't run! Use your squirt gun! But come on now, this is no joke!
Jesus Christ, this film is comedy gold. Don't run! Use your squirt guns! Yeah, sure mate, while some motherfucker's shooting real bullets at my ass. You gimp.
Samurai Manic Street Preacher takes his sweet time to do anything, but this is a quality moment. Fine acting there. I mean, that is perfect for this movie.
I wonder if I chop my arm off, I would react like that girl does. It's like...
So Paula uses the hose on all of the manics and that's them destroyed. Look, they're melting. Why? Well, I don't know. Why not? And for some bizarre reason, Natalie decides that now is the appropriate time to lose her virginity while still getting stalked by one of the Neon Maniacs. Words just fail me. The cops then turn up at the Neon Maniacs' lair armed with water pistols, but they find nobody home, surprise, surprise. Yeah, it's probably because they got melted at the school prom. Then the detective with the epic tash stands around on his own, and that's it. That's how it ends. Well, he was a shit cop. His role was pointless. He did nothing, and this film was garbage. But hilarious garbage for all the wrong reasons. It's priceless. So I'm giving Neon Maniacs an average 5 out of 10.